In this video, we're going to look at simplifying algebraic expressions with the exponent laws that we've seen in the previous videos. So in this one, we're going to be combining all of the rules together and looking at a few more complicated questions that involve the exponent laws. So for our first one, which requires the product rule, we have two variables for each of our terms now. So the product rule is still going to apply, but we need to remember the golden rule that the base must be the same for when we're adding our exponents together. So that means these two x terms are going to be connected together, and these two y terms we're going to deal with together as well. And the two numbers we will also deal with together. So I like to go from left to right, starting with the furthest left term on both of these. So we have 2 times 3, which is 6. And for x, we have x to the power of 2 multiplied by x to the power of 1. So when we multiply our variables, we're going to add the exponents. So that's going to become x to the power of 2 plus 1, which is x to the power of 3. And last, we have y to the power of 1 multiplied by y to the power of 3, which is 1 plus 3 for our exponent, which is y to the power of 4. And that's it for this one. It's our final answer. Now in the next one, we have division. So we're going to follow the same steps as last time with the product question we just saw. So we're going to deal from left to right with each term, and we're going to divide each thing one at a time. So 10 divided by 5, that's going to give us 2. X to the power of 2 divided by x to the power of 1. So with quotient rule, we subtract our exponents. So it's going to be x to the power of 1, which we don't need to write out because anything to the exponent 1 is itself. So we'll just leave it as x. And last, we have y to the power of 3 minus y to the power of 1. So that's going to give us y to the power of 2. 3 minus 1. And once again, this is our final answer for this problem. Now I have one more. It's a little more complicated. It's combining everything at once. This is a very good quiz or test question for exponent laws. So the best thing to do with this one is be very organized. And we're going to do the numerator and the denominator one at a time, and then we're going to put it all together at the end. So let's start with our top here, the numerator. So for the numerator, this is the same type of problem as the first one we saw with the product rule. So our top's going to be 4 times 8, which is 32. So that's our number at the top. And then we have u to the power of 1 multiplied by u to the power of 2. So we're going to add the exponents and get u to the power of 3. And then we have v to the power of 3 multiplied by v to the power of 2. So we're going to get v to the power of 5 by adding the exponents. So that's the entire top covered already. Put our division sign. So on the bottom here, we have the power rule because we have brackets and an exponent outside the brackets. So we need to expand this exponent into each individual term in our brackets here. So we're going to get 2 to the power of 2. We're going to get u to the power of 2. And we have v to the power of 4. So we multiply when we do the power rule for our exponents. So that's the first step. Now we're going to clean up the bottom a bit here because we have a 2 to the power of 2. So we need to make that what it really is. And if you're not sure, you can always use your calculator to check what 2 to the power of 2 is. V to the power of 5 divided by 2 to the power of 2 is 4. U to the power of 2 and v to the power of 4. The only thing we changed here is we got rid of 2 to the power of 2 and made it 4. Now this is just like the last problem we just saw, where we have division. So we're going to do division from left to right, each thing at a time. So the first part is 32 divided by 4, which is 8. So that's covered. U to the power of 3 divided by u to the power of 2, which is just u to the power of 1. That's covered. And last, we have v to the power of 5 divided by v to the power of 4, which is v to the power of 1. So our final answer is 8uv, all to the power of 1. And that is it for your exponent law questions.